How's it going, everyone? So we have a follow-up video to the how many credits are your tokens worth video that I did a few days ago. And I've been getting a lot of questions before that video, but especially after, on whether someone should buy Series 3 cards in general with their tokens. And if I have a few Series 3 cards left, should I spend my tokens to hurry up and get done with Series 3 so that I can start unlocking the 400 token caches? And I wasn't 100% sure on the answer. I wasn't sure how many tokens you might lose or gain by buying those last few Series 3 cards. And I wanted to figure that out and let you guys know. I actually bought Series 3 cards with my tokens, like the last few of them. I kind of knew it wasn't a good idea, but I'm a horrible impulse buyer, so I did. As usual, before we get started, if you love all things Marvel Snap and you love video games, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can apply to the Marvel Snap content creator program that Second Dinner is putting together. So I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. Let's talk about this. Okay, so the first question on whether you should spend your tokens on Series 3 cards ever. My answer to that is absolutely. Especially if you're before like 80% done with Series 3 and you have a lot of cards left. If you see something like Arrow or Death and Wave or something, and you want to complete a deck that you're working on or work on a new deck and try to construct that, and you need a few cards, just buy the cards. You don't need to try to min max everything in this game because honestly, not having the cards and playing subpar decks is less enjoyable than trying to min max everything and get the most value out of everything. You're going to gain more value in just the enjoyment of being able to play these cards than you are in saving the tokens and unlocking them later and then having tokens for Series 4 and Series 5 cards. So my advice on whether you should buy Series 3 cards ever is do it. Complete your decks, have fun, spend the tokens. You're going to unlock tokens much quicker after Series 3. So if you have 1,000 and you see that death or that wave or that arrow or something, just go ahead and buy it. Now, the second scenario. Let's say you have 3 Series 3 cards left and you're debating on maybe you should spend 3,000 tokens, pick up those last 3, and then all those caches, you have a chance to get the 400 token caches or the 600 token caches, and maybe you can make your tokens back in that span, and maybe it's worth it. So I wanted to go through, find out the math, find out exactly how much you may be losing or gaining, and this is what I found out. Each Series 3 card has a 22.25% chance to drop, which means you're getting a Series 3 card once every 4.5 caches on average. So 4.5 is what we're going to use here. And we're going to look at two scenarios here, both of which you start off with 1,000 tokens to spend in your shop. So the first scenario is you keep your 1,000 tokens and you just spend credits to unlock the 4.5 caches. And what do you end up with? Well, first of all, you keep your 1,000 tokens, you get a Series 3 card from the cache, and on average, you'll get 25 collector tokens per cache for 4.5 caches, which comes out to 112.5 tokens. So in total, you get your Series 3 card and you end up with 1,112.5 spendable tokens for your token shop at the end of this. Now we look at the second scenario. You have 1,000 tokens, you spend 1,000 tokens, you now have 0. You end up with the Series 3 card. And on average, for those 4.5 caches, you're going to get 114 tokens per cache. Again, on average, could be more, could be less. But that comes out to 513 tokens total, which means you will end up with your Series 3 card that you purchased from the shop and 513 spendable tokens in the shop. This comes out to a net loss of 599.5 tokens, or let's just call it 600 tokens. So that means that every Series 3 card that you buy to try to speed up the process so that you can get higher tokens in your caches, you're actually losing 600 tokens every time you make that decision. So my recommendation for buying Series 3 cards is if you're less than, say, 80% of the way through, is just buy the Series 3 cards you want, complete your decks, try new decks, buy good cards, buy cards that look interesting to you. When you get to about that 80% mark, you're going to have to start thinking about maybe you should just save the tokens and you're going to unlock that next card soon. Say you're looking for an arrow, she's in your shop and you have the ability to buy her now, or maybe you have 6 cards left in Series 3 and you can save that 1,000 tokens and just work on grinding credits and trying to unlock her naturally. You kind of have to decide where that cutoff point is for you. I think within 10 Series 3 cards, if you're playing every day, if you're spending money, that should be a decent cutoff time where you should hold off on buying your Series 3 cards. So that's it. As usual, if you love all things Marvel Snap and you love video games, make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell. See you in the next one.